Welcome back, and unless this is your first time here, I'm the Northwest Fisherman Chris, and today we're going to be cracking open the MONSTERBASS Platinum box for the month of March. I was actually slightly confused when this came in the mail, but super cool thing is this month MONSTERBASS went back to sending the boxes in bait bags, which is incredibly useful. So instead of getting like the normal monthly cardboard box like this one, which, you know, we take everything out of the box and then we're like, okay, cool, we'll throw the box away, whatever. Now we get bait bags. These things are pretty cool. They're perfect for throwing like all the worms and stuff in it. I have a bigger one that I keep all my swim baits in when I go out. It's really easy to just throw in the boat or throw in the kayak. But anyway, getting to it, let's see what we got going on here. Vote counts. Where is this month's book? There's the thing for fish angler. Oh, I don't think we actually got a book this month. No, that's kind of weird. Okay, so normally every month we get a book that comes with it that does kind of a mini breakdown of all the baits, and it also gives you, like, sometimes there's like recipes for fish in there, tips from the pros, cool stuff like that. We didn't get that this month. Or it just didn't get in my bag, which is fine, you know, whatever. So let's just start off on top. Finesse Z Shats and the Shiner color from Z-Man. These are a really great trailer. I really like to use these I like them on wacky rigs. I like to put them on the little willow vibe jig heads, or like just the bare heads for the chatterbaits, like if the skirt rips off or something like that. These are excellent trailers for that. And of course they're Elastec, so they're basically indestructible, but these are great for drop shot. I could put it on a net rig. I don't think it would be that great, but the color on this is Shiner, so it's kind of got like a brownish green back and two translucent pearl sides down there. It's got a nice gap here down here on the bottom for your hook, but it's a very nice little finesse bait, which it's a finesse shad, so that tracks. That's a true statement. Let's see what we got next here. MONSTERBASS sticker. I bet this is a net gator. With summer coming up, it's going to be super useful just to keep the sun off your neck. I like the net gators. Not super ecstatic about the fact that I got one in my bag for the month, but I'm okay with that. And you can pull it up over your head and keep yourself like protected from the sun. That's the important thing, is to keep yourself protected from the sun. A little bit of sun is great. Completely roasting yourself, that's not so great. So the net gator's key. You can pull it up over your face, you can wrap it around, pull it up over your head, and then tuck it back in, so it's like that, around your face. They're great. Plus, if you just wear it around your neck, you can like dip it in your cooler water, put it back on, keep you kind of cool. I like them a lot in the summer. I usually just keep one in basically everything I drive, so I always have one. Plus there's a myriad of other things that you can do with it. Next bait here. So we got a Booyah. This is a Hildebrandt blades. This is the Covert series. It looks like they attempted to mark it as a 3/8 ounce, but the packaging goes right over it. But I think it's a 3/8 ounce. Color on this guy here is blue chartreuse red, which this is actually really exciting to me because it is a single big Colorado blade, and I feel like single big Colorado blade baits do not get enough love. Hildebrand blades, those are really good blades. Let's get a good look at this quality here. Nice skirt. It's not hand tied, but it doesn't need to be. For our bait keeper there, we've got a single hook, which honestly, I think I like the single wire hook on there a lot more than I like the formed lead or whatever they make the head out of, if it's tungsten or whatever. This is fairly light wire too, which isn't a bad thing. It's a little bit more on the finesse side. You could totally pair this up as a trailer for it, because with spinner baits and bladed jigs, whatever, I'm a very firm believer in any kind of trailer is better than no trailer. So that way there's more mass to the bait. So when the bass opens his mouth, creates kind of a vacuum, sucks everything in with like actual mass. Like while wire has a lot of mass, it's very dense. So if you put anything on as a trailer, even if it's like an old Ned rig you just slip it on there, or a broken Senko, that gives it more mass without making it heavier. So I'm a huge fan of that. And these colors are wicked. I like these colors a lot. And that blade, that nice big blade, that 4.5 blade, that's great. It's got a wonderful finish to it. It's not all spotty like you get on a lot of blades. It's also got a really nice ball bearing swivel up there for hardware. Just clean, simple, good colors, wonderful design. Yeah, this is a big hit for me right here. So far, we're off to a great start, even though we got the neck gaiter, which I'm still 50-50 on that. Like, I'm happy I got one, but also at the same time too, I'm a little sad it came in the box, bag, sack, bag, whatever. Interesting. That's really interesting. So, and I've been getting the Monster Bass box for 2-3 years now, and I have never once got anything from Ketchco. Which is like, if you follow any of the weird fishing internet drama stuff, you'll also find that that's kind of an oddball that this was included in here, considering Ketchco has their own mystery box, mystery tackle box, which I used to do, but it kind of just turned into a pile of poo, so that's why I don't do it anymore. And it started repeating all the time. But it is kind of weird that this is in here, this clickbait from Guggen. I'm not really a fan of the clickbait. It's just, I understand that it being a clickbait, it's not trying to be a chatterbait or like a true bladed jig. Like 99% of us all think about bladed jigs, because that was their whole thing. Because everybody was complaining like, oh, it doesn't act like a normal bladed jig. Well, their excuse is that they made it to not be a bladed jig. There are a couple things that are kind of neat about it that I do know. Depending on how you bend this blade, whether you bend it farther down or you bend it more straight up, it will change the depth that it runs at. Overall, it's got a nice hook on it. It's got 2 points of contact for your bait keeper. It's got that molded hook in there that I was talking about earlier, and it's got that single wire, which is great. It's nice. The Guggen baits, I'm trying to remember now. Does this have a hand-tied skirt? It kind of looks like it, but I don't remember, so don't quote me. Yeah, right here. Bend wire up to run deep, bend wire down to run shallow. Now, with the clickbait, you do have to run it faster overall than you do it, like, basically anybody else's bladed jig. Yeah. So this is kind of really weird because by the way, the color on this is white and chartreuse, but I think we all could figure that out. 3/8 of an ounce. They've got. I will give Guggen one thing, is I've only broken a handful of Guggen hooks, but I've never broken or bent a wire bait hook from Guggen. The treble hooks on like their hard baits, I've broken those, but I've broken those on basically every manufacturer, even whether it's I've broken MONSTERBASS's hooks, I've broken the hooks that come on the 6th Sense hard baits, I've broken hooks on even my Mega Bass stuff, like on my Vision 110s. We all know that the hooks on the Vision 110 they're not the world's greatest hooks. It might be the world's greatest jerkbait. We'll put air quotes around that so we don't have to argue about it down in the comments. But there isn't really one hook that's just completely invincible, unless you want to talk about the triple grip from KBD, because I really love that hook, and I haven't broke one yet. I've bent them. I haven't broke one yet. But this is kind of an oddball bait to see in here. I'm kind of confused about that one. But no, the clickbait, it is not a bladed jig, but you fish it like a bladed jig. It does have to run kind of fast, and you can't quite pop it, in my experience, like you can like a jackhammer. To like, if you want to get it going because the blade stopped because you're on grass or whatever, and you pop it, a lot of times you can free that grass from the blade and it'll keep going. That was not my experience with the clickbait. I do kind of like the fact that they called this clickbait. That I do. Anyway, not super thrilled about this, but I'm not really opposed to it, because I will admit I still do throw these, and I don't think I have the white and chartreuse one anymore. But I throw these under circumstances, or if I know water has been overfished by like thunder crickets or jackhammers or whatever. Being different is good, but that being different isn't always as good as the original thing that you know is good. I just feel like this is a situational bait, and it's not my first go-to, but it's not a bad bait because I have caught fish on it. But we'll go ahead and set that down. See what we got next. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So this is a Kingfisher, and this one is their KLC Freak. They call this Sabini Special. That must be the color. So this is a one-off color, which is great. I like the purple baits. Smallmouth like them too. So this is a small size square bill, dives 2 to 4 feet. It's 0.45 ounces, and it's got number 6 BKK EWG hooks, which I am a huge fan of EWG style treble hooks. And what makes an EWG style treble hook an EWG style treble hook is, if you notice, the hook points themselves are pointed back towards the eye. So when the fish hits it, it uses the mechanical advantage of you fighting the fish and the fish fighting you to keep it locked in and hooked. These hooks are phenomenal hooks. But let's talk about the colors on this bait. It's got this, it might look bright blue on the camera, but it's more of a blurple in person. A little bit of chartreuse up here on the cheeks. We got some nice scaling in here with some hits of silver going into a pearl white. And then we got that bright pink bubblegum. Well, it's not bubblegum. It's probably bubblegum on your screen, but it's hot pink in person. This is a great bait. I'm definitely going to have to throw this. Let's give her a listen. It's got a nice rattle to it. It's not too much, but it's not too subtle. It's that happy medium. The hardware on it, the split rings, everything, they appear to be high quality. What's that? Hybrid flat side. So it is it is supposed to be like a flat side, even though it's rounded. Interesting. I wonder if this has just less wobble than a tighter wobble than a normal square bill, but not quite as tight as a true flat side. I think that's the idea with this. I really can't wait to throw this. This is going to be really good here in hopefully a week or two. Alright. Next two things. Let's just grab everything else out of the bag and set it up top here. We got some nice drop shot weights. Oh, they're tungsten too. Nice. 1/4 ounce tungsten drop shot weights. Oh, come on. Oh, it only had one staple in it. There we go. I mean, we all know what tungsten, like, drop shot weights look like, but these are nice. Nice 1/4 ounce sleek package. It even says 1/4 ounce on the bottom, so you can go ahead and throw them in with all the other ones, just like we know we all do. It's got a nice swivel up here at the top. Little MONSTERBASS logo on it. That's pretty sweet. The camera's never going to pick that up, but those are sweet. Those are definitely going to go straight into my weight box. Set that over there. We got some wacky Neko hooks. 4-piece of them, or 4 of them. Size number 2. Never mad about getting hooks, because I really don't like buying hooks. Plus, with getting Neko hooks, that'll go great with all of our soft plastics that we got. So, just take it, tie your line on it like normal, throw that on there like that. And I'll be completely honest, sometimes what I'll do with my Neko rigs, just to keep them a little bit better. Oh, that's not where I want to come out with that. I will kind of do like a baby Texas rig, especially if I have a light wire kind of oversized hook like this one. Bring it right up like that. Slip that down inside there. Yep, there we go. And then I will fish it just like that. So it'll be bobbing down there. You got your line goes through, your little weight down here, and that just leaves it like this. So that little tickler can do exactly what it's supposed to do. That's great. That's fantastic. Plus, being honest, like, it's basically indestructible. But let's also see what we got from the X Zone here. These float. These are called the Hot Shot Minnow. The color is Warmouth. These are 3 1/4 inches long. Get one of these out. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, I can totally see how this floats. Super, super light. Plus, it's got that little bulb on the tail there. Get a good look at this. It's got a nice dark green back to it with blue flake in it, and then it's got kind of a transparent blue belly. It's got this nice little slot right here through the bottom for the hook. So then you end up with something just like that. So you just slip the hook head through, fits perfectly, and then you hook it just like that. These you'll probably go through because they're super subtle. But also something like this, you can also do it like the way, do the baby Texas rig kind of deal, which I'm kind of a big fan of. Oh, yep, just like that. Flip it around through the belly. Just like that. Bam. Kind of like a baby Texas rig. So you're through the water, about 14 inches up. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, this is a great little bait. I like this a lot. I think this goes without saying, but some of you may not know this yet, so I will go ahead and say it. Whatever you do, do not store or let any of your elastic baits sit in contact or even an area that has been slimed by a different type of elastic bait. You can throw all the elastic baits you want together. It's fine. You can throw, for the most part, basically a lot of the other baits together. Doesn't matter. Do not ever mix elastic with any other soft plastic. It just turns everything to goo. I shouldn't say it turns everything to goo. It's either going to turn the bait to goo and you're going to end up with just slime through everything, or it's going to dry it out. And it's going to make it hard. Kind of like if you baked your soft plastic. It's kind of weird to explain, but that's what happens. I'm surprisingly really happy with this month's box. I think the gator, even though the majority of us probably aren't going to be super wild about this, I think this was a very good call for this time of the year. So everybody has it when everybody starts to go out fishing, because some of us are already in pre-spawn or even possibly spawn. We're not quite there up here in the north. We're still fighting hard water in some places, but just having the gator and giving it out really helps keep people protected from the sun, because we know we don't really count the time that we're out there. We don't think about how much contact our skin is having directly from the sun. We don't think about it. So I think this was in very good taste, and I am happy that I got another gator. Might not be happy that it's not another new bait, but they didn't really skimp on the baits. This feels very, very normal for the box. This Booyah spinner, I'm super stoked about this. Super stoked about that. I'm super stoked about the Kingfisher hooks. I'm always very happy to get more hooks, because I really hate spending money on hooks, because nothing kind of makes you feel kind of sad when you make an order from Tackle Warehouse. You spent like, let's just say $60, and it's literally nothing but hooks. Been there, done that. It's kind of, you're like, yay, my hooks are finally here, but at the same time too, you're like, all I got was hooks. Super excited about the new tungsten weights. I'm just like the hooks, I'm not ever unhappy that I got more tungsten. I'm never not really happy that I got more hooks, because even if it is just 4, these are 4 really good hooks. And this all fits together perfectly. And you can run the finesse shad as trailers on either one of these two. However, the clickbait, I am kind of intrigued why this is in here. It's kind of weird. But let's not forget the honorable mention for the hero for the whole entire box, the bag. Super excited about the bag. It's another thing to help keep things organized, or it's another thing that I can put stuff in to make going, traveling, whatever. If I'm taking like a small day and I just want to throw like maybe like a little like 2400 box in here and throw some soft plastics in there, cool, done. Awesome. The bag's cool. I'm super happy about the bag. But yeah, that's this month's box. Keep using the air quotes for the box, because it's not really a box. I am sort of let down we didn't get the book this month. I wonder if they ran out or whatever. It happens. I get it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. This was good. This was really good. Yeah. A lot of really good stuff in here. A lot of really good stuff in here. I shouldn't be like that. I just don't like the clickbait that much. The only thing that I could kind of feel that I'd be a little bit happier about getting would maybe be like a little bit more of like a like swim bait trailer for either one of these, or even maybe like a cross trailer, or the Zoom makes the little split tail worm thing. That would have been cool for that, but it's fine. I'm not upset because I'm super excited about this. But yeah, that's it. That's the show, guys. I could sit here and yammer on about this because I am really excited about these two. But pre-spawn, spawn might be here for some of you guys. It might be coming for some of you guys. Either way, it's about go time. It's that time of the year. This is the best time to catch those big girls laying up on the beds. Plus, it is a fun time of the year to fish. Just remember to stay safe. Be respectful to the fish because they are spawning, and we want the big ones to spawn. Create more big ones. Stay safe and take care. See you guys later. Bye.